set up, open your eyes, you'll be on a trolley heading to our first destination on our tour in and around the large city. Now, when you open your eyes, you'll be seated in the trolley. It's a very safe trolley. It has a couple tracks on the bottom. It moves rather slowly. It has windows on all the way around it, ceiling and floor, tables and chairs. The chairs are quite comfortable, I might add. You'll also find when you look out the windows to your right, you'll see the landscape of the countryside with the grass, the trees, the rolling hills, the river, streams, and lakes. When you look out the windows to your left, you'll see the landscape of the city with the houses, the streets, the cars, the huge buildings in the city, and all the lights. All right. So on the count of three, open your eyes. You'll be on a trolley heading to our first destination on our tour in and around this large city. All right. On the count of three now. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. All right. All right, if you look out the windows to your right over there, you can see the landscape of the countryside, the grass, the trees, the rolling hills, the river, streams, and lakes. You look out the windows to the left, you can see the landscape of the city, with the houses, the streets, the cars, those huge buildings, and all the lights of the city. Now, as the trolley goes down the track, all of a sudden you notice it's starting to get colder and colder in the trolley. It's starting to get colder and colder at 70 degrees, 65, 60, it's getting colder and colder in the trolley. 55, 50, it's getting colder and colder. 45, 40, it's getting colder. 35, 30, it's getting colder in the trolley. Getting colder. Then the driver gets on the intercom, he says, sorry about that, folks, we got a brand new air handling system here. He says, I must have pressed the wrong button. Just then you feel a nice warm breeze blow across your face and it returns to a perfect temperature. It returns to a perfect temperature in the trolley. Now the trolley takes a northerly turn. As it does, you notice the sun coming in through the window. The sun coming in through the window. Sit up your seat, you're falling. Sit back. There you go. You notice the sun coming in through the window. The sun shines on the top of your head and it warms and relaxes the top of your head whether you have hair on it or not. This never gets bored. Now that sunshine moves down, covers your whole head and it warms and relaxes your whole head. As that sun shines down into your shoulders and it warms and relaxes your shoulders. That warmth and relaxation moves down into your chest and your upper back, your stomach, your lower back, now down into your hips. Warms and relaxes those hips. It feels wonderful. Now that relaxation moves down from your legs, your knees, your lower legs, your feet, your toes, nice and warm and relaxed. Now you notice it's starting to get hotter and hotter in the trolley. It's getting hotter and hotter. 75, 80, it's getting hotter and hotter. 85, 90, it's getting hotter and hotter. 95, 100, it's getting higher and higher in the trolley. Then you remember reading an article that said if you take your shoes off and slide them under your seat, you'll cool down much more quickly. Make sure you slide them under your seat so they don't trip away trips over. There you go, that's good. All right, there we go. Now the driver gets on, he says, well, he said we finally got the manual out and got it figured out, I promise you this time. And sure enough, you feel a nice cool breeze blow across your face and returns to a perfect temperature. Returns to a perfect temperature. All right, very good. Now the driver says, if you look out the window to your right, you can see the first destination. And it's a lake. It's miles and miles wide, and it's miles and miles long. And it's so calm, it's just like a painted glass out there. It's just beautiful. Now look up here. Sleep all the way down. Stay in your seat. Yeah, this is the guy sitting there going. First up, touching now. Sit up, open your eyes. Get back to your seat. Very good. Make sure your feet are perpendicular. Pull them out just a little bit more, right? A little bit more. Look at your feet all the way down there. Okay. First up, touching now. Slide back a little bit further. There you go. All right. Sleep on down. All right. Very good. All right, now, as I said, this lake is miles and miles wide, it's miles and miles long, but it's a very safe lake because at the deepest point, it's only 2 feet deep. That means you can walk all the way from one side of the lake all the way to the other, and it only comes up to your knees, so it's a very safe lake. Now, on the count of 3, you're going to sit up, open your eyes, and you're going to be on a rowboat, preparing to row out into this lake. Preparing to row out into this lake. Slide back a little bit. Slide back. So on the count of 3, you'll sit up, open your eyes, you'll be on a rowboat, preparing to row out into the lake. Preparing to row out into the lake. It's a very safe rowboat. You cannot get sick on this boat. It's very safe that way. You cannot get sick on this boat. It's impossible. It has special technology built in that makes it very stable. So it's just like standing on solid ground. So it's impossible. You cannot get sick on this boat. So on the count of 3, you'll sit up, open your eyes, you'll be seated on this rowboat, ready to row out into the water. You'll also see a small waterfall to your left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sit up, open your eyes. All right, very good. Now grab those oars and let's row. And 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 row. Very good. That's good enough. Now, each person on the end there, if you look down, you see an anchor there, small anchor, just toss it out. Go ahead and toss those anchors out. Very good. Short boat. It's about 4 feet. All right, that's good. You can come back up now. Now, if you look at the bottom of the boat to your left, you'll see a fishing pole. Grab that fishing pole. Hold it point straight up in the air with your arms resting on your lap. Dangling right in front of your face, then, is the hook. If you look at the bottom of the boat to your right, you'll see a bucket of fat, juicy worms. Fat, juicy worms. Pick up one of those fat, juicy worms and put it on that hook. That's right. Oh, you're getting worm guts all over your fingers. Find a place to wipe them off. Find a place to wipe them off. All right, now about 18 inches above that worm is a little plastic ball. We call that a bobber. In a moment, you're going to cast that line out, and you're going to watch that bobber closely because if it goes down, that means there's a fish on the other line. So you watch it closely. If it moves a little bit, don't get too excited, though. I'll tell you when that bobber goes down. When it does, you're going to want to pull, and reel, like you've never pulled and reeled before. All right, go ahead, toss that line out. Watch that bobber. Watch it closely. Might be moving a little bit. When the fish gets close, it might be moving a little bit. That's right. Watch it closely. I think it's moving a little. It's moving a little. There it goes! Pull! What'd you get? What'd you get? You know what kind? No idea. What'd you get?
I got some Australian bass.
How long is that thing?
14 inches.
I think it's a largemouth.
Largemouth?
Fish.
Cool.
Fish.
I think it's a little guppy.
Guppy? At least it's not a minnow. Big, huh? Cat? No, big that thing is? No answer? What?
Goldfish.
Goldfish.
Blue and white one.
Blue and white one. Swimming down. What kind do you get? Crappie? How big is that thing? Tiny? You want to come up here? Over there in that chair. All right, well, this is a catch and release lake. This is a catch and release lake. So luckily we can just throw them back in. The hook just came out of its mouth. Just toss that fish back in there. We can always catch that one another time. We can always catch that one another time. No big deal there. Get back up into your seat there. Get back up into your seat so you don't hurt yourself. All right. Need help there? I'll throw this one back in. All right, there you go. Put your arms down. Cool. Hello. All right. Very good. Yeah. I'm going to have you stand up. Why don't you stand up for a second? There you go. Now you can sit down there. All right. Sit on your seats, feet flat on the floor. Place your palms on your knees. Very good. Sleep all the way down. Give them a hand, audience. Aren't they doing a great job? I think it's getting hot. All right, very good. On the count of three, you'll sit up, open your eyes. You're still in that boat. You're still in that boat, but you're going to hear a noise behind you. Count of three, sit up, open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, sit up, open your eyes. Wow, there's some noise, a loud noise behind you. You look back and there's a speedboat flying by. Way in the background, way back there he's going. And when they do that, they make a big wave or a wake in the water. They make a wave or a wake in the water. Then you can look back over here again, because now that boat's gone, that wave's coming this way, but by the time it gets here, it's just going to be a little nudge on the boat, and that's it. But what you're going to find interesting is this, when that does happen, when that wave hits the boat, you're going to find that your left leg is going to start bouncing, and you won't be able to stop it. The harder you try to stop that leg from bouncing, the more it's going to bounce. So the harder you try to stop that leg from bouncing, the more it's going to bounce. I'll show you what I mean. Here it comes. There it goes. Now your left leg starts bouncing. Your left leg starts bouncing and you can't stop it. The harder you try to stop it, the more it bounces. Go ahead and try to stop it. Try both hands and you're going to find you cannot stop that left leg from bouncing. All right, now, slow down, slow down. All right, there you go. Now, if you use both hands on that leg, you'll be able to stop that leg from bouncing, but what you're going to find as soon as that one stops, then the right one's going to start bouncing. Go ahead and check it out. Try to stop, go ahead and stop that leg and watch your right leg bounce. Your right leg's going to start bouncing. All right, now you can stop that one with two hands, but then your left one's going to start bouncing again. You're not going to be able to stop that one. Now I'm going to change the rules. I'm going to change the rules. If you use one hand on each leg, you'll be able to stop each leg from bouncing, both legs from bouncing. But you got all bouncing energy, it's got to go somewhere. One hand on each, you'll be able to stop both legs from bouncing. But that bouncing energy has to go somewhere. Where's it going to go? Oh, someone's figured it out. You've never seen that before. All right, now the bouncing energy stops. The bouncing energy stops. Pull them anchors up. Pull those anchors up. And that's it. Oh, you're already in. Good job. Grab those oars. That's row. And row. And row. And row. And row. And row. You're getting better at this, aren't they? Now we slide right up on the beach. We slide right up on the beach. You can stop rowing. Look up here. And sleep all the way down. Sleep. Stay in your chair. Stay in your chair. All right. Now, for you to open your eyes, we'll be back on the trolley again, heading to our next destination. Strange things happen on the trolley once in a while. Strange things happen on the trolley. So for example, person I'm touching now, anytime I ask her your name, he'll give me a different name. He'll never give me the same name twice. Person I'm touching now, you'll never give me the same name twice. You'll always give me a different name when I ask you what your name is. Nod your head if you understand. Good. Person I'm touching now, anytime I say the word bananas, you'll feel a boo-boo on your face. You'll raise your hand and ask me for a Band-Aid. I'll give you a Band-Aid and put that Band-Aid on that boo-boo and it'll feel all better again. However, you will not put that Band-Aid over your eyes, ears, nose, or mouth. You will not put that Band-Aid over your eyes, ears, nose, or mouth. So anytime I say the word bananas, you'll feel a boo-boo on your face. You'll raise your hand, you'll ask me for a Band-Aid, I'll give you a Band-Aid, you'll put that Band-Aid over that boo-boo and it'll feel all better again. Nod your head if you understand. Okay. Count of 3, sit up, open your eyes, and be back on the trolley again. 1, 2, 3, sit up, open your eyes. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. All right. What's your name? Your name? Brandon. Your name? What's your... This is gonna drive me bananas yet, I swear. We got 2. How's that? Ben. Is it? All right. Good. So when we do this, when we go from something countryside, something in the city, something into the city, what we find is there are things along the way that tell us. There's things along the way. There are things along the way that tell us that this is happening. So, for example, as you're coming along, we're coming along here, you see this farmer's market as we're going in toward town. So this farmer's market's out here. That kind of is a clue that we're kind of in between things. Now, look at this farmer's market, for example. We've got some great tomatoes on there. Green beans are fantastic. The corn looks great. The corn looks fantastic as well. But look at the size of those bananas. Are those the biggest bananas you've ever seen in your life? That's right.
I got it.
All right, here you go. All right, very good. So the driver says if you look out the window to your left, you'll see our next destination. You look out the window to your left, and there's a huge auditorium. And on the billboard it says, award ceremony of all award ceremonies. That's right. Now, get this. That means they're not doing all those award ceremonies all throughout the year. They're doing them all in one night. That means everyone that's famous is here. For example, all the Emmys, the Oscars, the Grammys, the soap opera awards, ESPN awards, MTV, VH1, you name it, they're all here. That means everyone, anyone and everyone famous is here tonight. Whether they're singers, athletes, actors, actresses, whatever, they're all here. Now, everybody sit up in your seats, feet flat on the floor. Look up here. Sleep all the way down. Stay in your seats. All right. That's right. Now, on the count of 3, you'll open your eyes. When you do, you're going to notice something extremely funny about the person sitting next to you. You're not going to be able to stop laughing. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen. You're not going to be able to stop laughing. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen. Something extremely funny about the people sitting next to you. Here we go. Here we go now. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. All right, now when I snap my fingers, okay, it's no longer funny. It's no longer funny. It's no longer funny. Now when I snap my fingers, you're going to notice a very offensive odor coming from those people sitting next to you. However, it will not make you sick. It will not make you sick, but it'll be a very offensive odor coming from those people sitting next to you. Here we go. Is that you? Good. Is that you? Think it's her? Alright, the odor goes away. The odor goes away. Go back to your seats. The odor goes away. Room for everybody so we can get back in here again. Just like straight back, straight back. You're good, you're good, you're good. Good. Just have to stand up too good. Now when I snap my fingers, you're going to notice something. You're going to notice something really amazing. You're going to smell the most wonderful, the most fantastic, the most amazing, the most unbelievable aroma coming from those people sitting next to you, and you're not going to be able to get enough of it. It's the most amazing, the most fantastic, the most unbelievable aroma. You've never smelled anything this fantastic in your life. And it's coming from those people sitting next to you. You just can't get enough of it. Here we go. Right, now that aroma goes away, that aroma goes away. All the things come to an end. Aroma goes away. Sit up in your seats. That's right, sit up in your seats. Feet flat on the floor. Look up here. Sleep all the way down. Stay in your seat. Remember, I told you all those... Oops. First time touching down, sit up, open your eyes, get back in your seat. First time touching down, slide back further. Slide back, very good. Just foot back a little, there we go. Up here, sleep. All right. Very good. Oops. Yeah, that won't work. All right, remember I told you all those famous people are out there, right? All those famous people? Everyone, anyone and everyone famous are out there. So on the count of three, you're going to sit up in your chair, open your eyes, and you're going to see somebody famous out there. Whether it's an athlete or a musician or a famous actor or actress, you're going to see someone you want an autograph from in the audience. You're going to get all excited, you're going to get all pumped up, you want to get an autograph from this person. Do not leave the stage until I give you a piece of paper and a pen. Do not leave the stage until I give you a piece of paper or a pen. And then safely, carefully leave the stage and safely and carefully come back when you're done. But once you're out there, you're going to walk up to that person. I'm going to give you a hint because they really like to hear their own name. So you're going to want to call them by name. Make sure you call them by name before you ask for an autograph. Then that famous person, call that famous person by name. Then that famous person, sign that name to the paper. Okay? Sign that famous person's name to the paper. They'll sign that famous person's name to the paper. And then bring your paper back up on stage again. Then bring it back up on stage. Carefully enter the stage area again. All right? So on the count of 3, sit up, open your eyes, and see someone famous. You'll be all excited. Don't leave the stage area until I give you a piece of paper and a pen. Don't leave the stage until I give you a piece of paper and a pen. 1, 2, 3, sit up, open your eyes. Very good. All right. Hang on, wait. Here you go, here you go. Here's a pen. Sure you're calling my name. Oops. There you go. Here you go. There's the pen. There's the pen. Kenny Chesney's in the house.
Michael Jordan. LeBron James. Scott Frost.
Oh, we missed it. Oh. We missed it. We got to come on up here. Come on up here. I'll take your pen. Oh, I gotta get some other pens here too. All right. Okay, your pen? All right. I'll take your pen. Thank you. So whose did you get? Whose autograph?
I didn't get one. I was trying to get Albert next time, but I wanted to come as dumb.
Albert Einstein?
Oh, Albert Einstein.
Okay. You still want to go out and get one? I got another piece of paper. You're all right? Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. You ready? All right. These are pretty good autographs. You better hide them where nobody will find them. You better hide them where no one will. Oh, thank you.
I want to change. Madison did the same thing.
Just did that for me. All right, very good. All right, sit back in your seats, feet flat on the floor. Feet flat on the floor. Look up here. Sleep all the way down. Stay in your seats. Stay in your seats. Now, I have to throw in a disclaimer here. If you weren't following instructions very well and you put your name on that piece of paper instead of the famous person, they get home and take their clothes off tonight, and your name's on a piece of paper that falls out of their clothes. That's your problem, not mine. You have to get yourself out of that one. So anyway. All right. Count of 3, you'll sit up, open your eyes, you're going to draw. Oh, no, you won't either. Count of 3, you'll open your eyes, you're going to notice everyone in the audience is completely, totally naked, not a stitch of clothing. Everyone in the audience will be completely, totally naked, not a stitch of clothing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, sit up, open your eyes. That's good. Keep your eyes covered for a moment. All right. Something funny, huh? All right, now I'm going to snap my fingers. When I snap my fingers, you'll notice everyone in the audience has their clothes on again. But 4 seconds after I snap my fingers, you're going to notice now you are completely totally naked. Not a stitch of clothing. Here we go.
Nowhere to be found.
I'll snap my fingers, your clothes are back on. Clothes are back on, get back in your seat. Very good. All right, look up here, feet flat on the floor. Make sure you stay in your seats, stay in your seats. Sleep all the way down. Give them a hand, audience. Are you doing a great job? Count of 3, open your eyes. We'll be back on that trolley heading to our next destination. This time, whenever I say the word Nebraska, you're going to feel someone pinching your rear end. This time, anytime I say the word Nebraska, you're going to feel someone pinching your rear end. Here we go. Count of 3. 1, 2, 2.5, 3. Open your eyes. Oh, it's a little chillier today than I thought it was going to be. Well, you know, that's the way it is in Nebraska. You never know. What happened here? No, she pinched me.
She pinched me.
You think so? Sure.
No! No, I didn't.
What about you? One of these two pinched me. You. All right. Sit back in your seat. All right, great. So, at least we got, you know, our basketball team got a new coach this week. Did you hear that? Nebraska basketball. All right. That really won't have any effect on you. We found the person doing it. They've been taken away. No. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah. That person took you down, sit up, open your eyes. All right. Now the driver says if you look out the window to your left. Oh, no, I'm sorry. To your right. You'll see our next destination. You look out there, it's the horse racing track. Look at that. There's this huge round ball on top of it, kind of like on top of the building. That's where everybody sits. That's where everybody sits. Everybody likes to get a horse race now and then. That's right. Now, if you look out over here to the side of the building, there's a vendor out there. They got, looks like popcorns, peanuts, a few adult beverages, regular pop and water, stuff like that. Yeah. Some apples. Well, look at the size of those bananas again. I tell you, I don't know where they're getting Band-Aid? Okay, there you go. All right. That better? All right. All right. All right, so I want you to remember this. I want you to remember, to give you a number, I want you to remember, well, no, I'm not going to give you a number yet, but I need to explain this building. Now, there's this big white ball on top, and that's where everybody sits. And it's been put together with all these triangular shapes, and they're all put together to make this ball on top. On the other side, they're triangular shapes as well, but they're made out of windows. And that's to keep the glare. There's no glare. You can see the horse race great. But what else is nice is it's air conditioned that way, so it's very comfortable in there. So that's a plus. That's a plus. All right. Now sit back in your seats. Back in your seats. There you go. Feet flat on the floor. Look up here. Sleep all the way down. Nice and deep. Stay in your seats. I want you to remember this number because your horse has the same number you do. Your horse has the same number you do. Remember this number. You're number 1. You're number 2. You're number 3. You're number 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Those are your numbers. Your horse has the same number you do. The louder you cheer for that horse, the faster the horse will go. The louder you cheer for that horse, the faster the horse will go. When the horse gets to the far side of the track, you're going to have a difficult time seeing it. So you're going to grab your binoculars, which are laying on the floor beneath your chair. Grab your binoculars, which are laying on the floor beneath your chair. When you look through the binoculars, you'll be able to see the horse perfectly. You'll be able to see that horse perfectly. All right, now. When I'll start the race, there's a bugle at the beginning. When the bugle's over, the race will start. I'll tell you when it starts. All right, here we go. You ready now? 1, 2, 2.5, 3. Next time. All right, have a seat. Here, I'll take this. All right. You know what you want? $1,000 and a box of ping pong balls. And a box of ping pong balls. Now, these are really cool ping pong balls. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it. This is one of those ping pong balls. They're space-age ping pong balls. Look up here. They're space-age ping pong balls. They're high-tech. They hold their energy for a long period of time. They're really cool. Now, remember I told you this building we're in is made out of these triangular shapes into this ball, right? This circle thing, sphere that we're in. And when I hit this ball, it's going to bounce off all these different walls, all different directions. And it's going to do that 10 times. On the 10th time that ball bounces off the wall, it's going to come directly toward you, and it's going to lightly tap you on the forehead as it runs out of energy. And you're going to go deep, deep asleep. All right? You're ready now. You're ready. Here we go. Watch it close. Person taking down, sit. Open your eyes. Get back to your seat. There you go. Sit. Put your feet out a little bit more. Back a little. No, about forward a little. In between. There you go. Sleep. All right. Whew. All right. That's always a fun, quick one. Let's see. This one here. Slide back a little bit. Sit up, slide back a little bit so you don't fall out. There you go. Sleep. That's interesting. First I'm touching now, kind of get untangled here. Sit back, sit back. There you go. Sleep. There you go. All right. Okay. Oh my, this is tough. Person I'm touching now. The person I'm touching now. Sit up, open your eyes. Those two people. All right, very good. Now, there's one bad thing about the horse races. With all these animals and all the feed and all the bedding, they have a problem with flies. But it's not the number of flies, it's the size of these flies. Their bodies are larger than a quarter. They're big flies. There's two of them buzzing around your head. Check it out. Now they leave you and they come over here by me. Now, the funny thing is, not only are their bodies bigger, but their brains are bigger. And I've trained these flies. They like to have a lot of fun, right? They don't want to hurt you. They like to have fun. Come on up here. They want to do another game with you. Now they're buzzing around up here. In a minute, one of them's going to land on my finger. You're going to know because my hand's going to go like this, right? So you go first. You go second, you're third, and you're fourth, okay? So what you're going to do is you're just going to swipe over the top of my finger when it lands on there, and it's going to jump into your hand, and hold on tight, because it's going to make your hand and your arm go all over the place. They'll probably pull you around the stage a little bit, but they don't want you to get hurt, so don't fall down. They don't want you to fall down, okay? So you go first. There it is, grab it. You got it, grab it. Oh, back here, we got one more. One more, grab it. Grab it with that one. Woo, look at that. We got a new dance step. All right, now they're letting up a little bit. They're letting up. Get back to your seat. All right. Look up here. Let it go. Look up here. Sleep all the way down. All right. First time touching your hands, sit up, open your eyes. There you go. All right. Sit back. Just lay up. There you go. And sleep. Oh my God. Right there. Perfect. First time touching your hands, sit up. All right. There you go. Much better. Count of three, you'll open your eyes. When you do, you're going to find yourself in the trolley again, heading to the next destination. Heading to the next destination. Now, you'll be able to see everything in the trolley. You'll be able to see the people, the ceiling, the floor, the windows, everything in the trolley, except you will not be able to see me. I will be completely, totally invisible. You will not be able to see me. I will be completely, totally invisible. Count of three, open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. What's going on here?
Well, the thing is, I was sitting over there, and this chair started moving.
It did?
Yeah.
Well, it's got legs, you know.
Well, it's a non-living
Oh,
organism.
okay, okay. What happened over here?
I don't know, I'm scared.
You're scared. Here.
Well, the thing is if I get up, it will move.
Here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Pinky promise?
All right, go ahead and sit down. Oh,
My chair.
come on up here. We'll get you back to your chair. Let's safe one over here. Scoot over, guys. It's gone. Chair's gone. Chair's gone. They booted her out of the seat. Sit back in your seat. Sit back in your seat. Feet flat on the floor. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The driver says if you look out the window to your left again, you'll see the next destination. What do you know? It's the Theater of Performing Arts. Yeah, Theater of Performing Arts. Looks like we got another vendor out there. This one looks a lot different. This one looks a lot different. This one has a lot of granola bars on it, yogurt, a lot of water. More fruit though. There's oranges and strawberries and apples. Look at those bananas. Those are huge again, I'll tell you. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, all right. How's that? Is that better? All right, very good. All right, look up here. Look up here. And stay in your seat, stay in your seat, stay in your seat. Always use enough muscle control to stay seated in your seat. Very good. Very good. Now, what you didn't know about yourself is you're all in this tour together because you all have these same desires to be actors and actresses. You're aspiring to be actors and actresses. So you're auditioning tonight for a part in an old classic movie. Now these auditions are called impromptu auditions, which means you only have a few seconds to determine how you're going to play this part to the best of your abilities. How to play this part to the best of your abilities. First one you'll have a little more time. First one you'll have a little more time because I'm just explaining it. So on the count of 3, you'll sit up, open your eyes, you get out of your seats, and you'll play, you'll be James Bond, Secret Agent 007. You'll play that part to the best of your abilities. Play that part to the best of your abilities. Get ready now. 1, 2, 3. Sit up, open your eyes. All right, now when the music changes, you're going to be All right. They just handed me a piece of paper that says that you all did so well. You all get a part in this classic movie. You all get in. That's good. Yeah. Sit back in your seats. Sit back in your seats. Feet flat on the floor. Stay in your seats. Stay in your seats. Sleep all the way down. I think we're getting better at that. All right. Count of three, open your eyes. You're going to be in that old classic movie. I'm going to let you know, or give you an idea of what that old classic movie is. Yeah, it's a Wizard of Oz. That's right. Now, first I'll set the characters up. I'm Dorothy. I have my dog Toto. You are the Munchkins in Munchkinland. Those little people with little arms, little legs, little voices. The Munchkins in Munchkinland. Those little people with little arms, little legs, little voices. Now, set the scene up. I'm Dorothy. My house just landed here in Munchkinland. And I landed on top of this woman. I don't know who she is. But I've killed this woman. My house landed on her. I feel terrible. I feel horrible. You, the Munchkins in Munchkinland, those little people with little arms, little legs, little voices are going to come to me, comfort me, tell me it's okay, tell me who she is, and help me to get back home again. Those little people, little arms, little legs, little voices, you're going to want to come to me, comfort me, tell me it's okay, tell me how to get back home again, tell me who she is. All right, here we go. Count of three, open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Oh no! Oh no! I killed this woman! I feel terrible! Oh no!
The witch is dead!
What?
The witch is dead!
So who is this woman?
The wicked witch of the east. You landed on her. You need to get her.
She was mean. What do you think?
So times.
She was.
You need to take red slippers and follow the other road.
You think? Follow the other road. So I follow this road and I just takes me right back home.
You know what to do. Really fast. First, you're going to go, and you're going to make a scare toast. Then, you're going to go through and find the 10 but you're going to have to even more with the scare toast. And then, you're going to go to this orchard of angry apple trees and throw apples at you. No, wait, that's apple.
I think I got it.
I'm not wrong.
No, I think I got it.
Oh.
Wait, now, see. Everybody get back to your seat.
That's all you need to do.
Okay, all right. At least somebody's got this figured out. All right. Sit up in your seat. Sit up in your seat. Sit up in your seats. Feet flat on the floor. Stay in your seats now. Stay in your seats. Feet flat. There you go. Good. Sleep all the way down.